Hey you chefs, welcome to this week's cook along. You've got your box by now. If you've not and you're just watching along to see what we do, fantastic. You'll see it all how it gets put together. So unpack your box, it's all colour coded and numbered as usual, really easy to follow. For now I'm going to go through each recipe and show you how I present it up, and hope you enjoy it. So, smoked mackerel pate time. Arrives to you like this, lovely little glass jar that you can reuse again. Most important thing, it needs to be out at least 15-20 minutes prior to serving it. That means it's going to warm up nicely and you're going to taste all of those flavours in there. We've made a mackerel pate, we've touched some horseradish in there, creme fraiche, lemon juice, and it's got that beetroot jelly just set on top, and lovely beetroot cured mackerel on there as well. So that's my pate. A little bit of croûtes, nice crispy croûtes to go. They're just in there. I'm going to put a little bit of rapeseed oil just on the top of them. They're going in the oven. Literally just for a minute, 2 minutes, just to warm them up. Remember, these containers as well are all compostable, so you don't have to clean them. They go straight in your bin, no worry about the environment there. So let's get our pickled beetroots. Again, take them out of there, little dish. So we've pickled them, leaving, all you've got to do is take your dressing, lovely little apple cider dressing, just giving that a good shake, so I'm going to pour that in there. You can save dressings as well for a little salad later in the week. Give them a little move around in there, and then let's place those nicely around the dish. And then those beautiful golden beetroots, look at them, lovely. So they're all going in like that. Then just in here we've got little nasturtium leaves. Lovely and peppery. Let's just put those, sort of play with the colours so you can still see everything. I leave a little stem on it as well because it's all really nice and peppery. It's lovely. I'm going to save that one. And then finally, let's get a little bit of dressing just on the top. It's nice and sharp, which is going to cut through that rich smoky mackerel pate. So that is going on our dish. Look at that, it's all coming together. Straight back to our fruits. Now I've got a little bendy fork which I'm presenting this in. I know it's a bit chefy, you don't have to do that of course. Just lay them on the side. I've got a bit of UV chef paper which comes in your box, you can present it on that. Completely up to you. Look at this. God, it's good to be back. So just stop that one in there, go back to the side, and there it is. Really nice starter, smoked mackerel pate, beetroot, nasturtium and pumpernickel bread. Beautiful main course now. I've done a lot of UV chef before. We've got a saddle of venison which we've rolled with a chicken mousse inside. It's got some porcini mushrooms going through it, and we wrap it in serrano ham for that lovely bit of saltiness. It's all cooked, all it just needs is finishing off in the oven. So I'm going to open that back up, and I've also got my Pomme here. So this is layered up with chicken fat going through here, layered potato, it's got some thyme on there. Let's just sit that on the UV chef paper with the thyme on top, and then take your venison out, that goes on the top of there. Little drizzle of rapeseed oil just on the venison, and then that's going to go in the oven 10 to 12 minutes. Of course, cook it for longer if you want it more well done, but guarantee you eating it like that is absolutely delicious. Then the other garnishes, we've got radicchio here. Radicchio is bitter, but we just saute this off with some sugar, salt, pepper, and a little bit of sherry vinegar. Really nice flavour in there. Take about 3 or 4 minutes heating up in the oven. Keep the lid on loosely though, just so it doesn't burn. And then you've got your sauce grommelin here, venison sauce with red currant jelly, green peppercorn, and a touch of bitter chocolate, and a little squash puree as well. Both of these in a little vacuum pack bags. They go in a pan of steeping boiling water just until they're hot, or you can put them into little pans, of course, no problem at all. So we'll be back in about 12 minutes. I'm going to rest the venison well, really important, then I'm going to show you how you place it up. So I'm ready to plate up my venison now. That's been out of the oven for about 2 minutes. There's my radicchio, all ready to go. Make sure you've got a hot plate. And then our garnishes. So I've got my sauce and my puree. Let's take the little chicken fat potato first of all. Let's put that just at the top. And then we'll take a spoon of our puree. So if you bring it together, just get 1 spoon just there, like so. Then venison. Really important to remember to take the string off. So just snip it, pair of scissors. Just be gentle because you don't want to pull that serrano ham off from around the outside. And then, nice sharp knife. I suggest 1 cut straight in the centre. There you go, lovely pink venison with about a little bit of chicken mousse. Tiniest bit of seasoning on there, not too much because you've got the serrano ham. And let's get some of our radicchio. Really nice, turns it pink where you deglaze it with that sherry vinegar. I'm not going to put all of it on, I'm just going to put a little bit just at the top. So, then our venison. And then finally, a little bit of that sauce. Serve more on the table, so don't put too much on the plate because you'll kind of destroy your presentation. There we go. Look at that, lovely venison, roasted, pomme, radicchio, squash puree. Enjoy. This is our dark chocolate and banana miso delice here. So you've got a chocolate brownie just on the bottom, then that really rich mousse, and then we put a really nice chocolate glaze on there, and then of course some edible gold flakes on there to finish it off. This has been out 15 minutes, warming up, really, really important. Then a little chef tip, just either a hot grill or blowtorch, but only just licking the top of it. So I'm just gonna, just seconds, out it comes, and then you almost get that mirror in there. I can see myself in the top. Amazing. So, put it onto your board and then use your fish slice very, very carefully underneath. Look at that. On your plate. Then, what we're going to do, we've got our fresh passion fruit seeds and we've got our passion fruit gel in this little piping bag. Remember, after you can, of course, any left over, you can keep it. This will last for easily a week. Just in the fridge. So, cut the end off, gather it in your hand, and it turns into a little piping bag. You can do a little test one just on the board before you go, and then I'm going to go just like that. Yep, passion fruit seeds for a little crunch and lovely bit of zing just to go through that chocolate all the way around. There we go, simple as that. Restaurant dessert, plated up by you in your own home. Chocolate delice with banana and miso.